All right, everyone, welcome to our class tonight. This is our foundational wellness class, and along with a few of my absolute favorite things, we're going to share with you. And for those of you guys that don't know me, I'm Brittany Miles. I'm going to be your guide tonight. Um, Mary, can I make you co-host? Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Awesome, thank you. Very good. Okay, now you can let people in as they arrive. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite things with you. We're going to be going over things about foundational wellness. I'm going to explain a little bit about what that is in a minute. But just to tell you a little bit about myself, I've actually been with doTERRA now as a customer for 6 years, building the business for 5. And tonight I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that have been nothing short of life-changing for myself and for my family. And so for me, I no longer deal with IBS, cystic acne, or depression. My sleep is amazing. I actually wake up feeling rested and ready to go in the morning. My son is off of Adderall. My daughter is off of her inhalers for her asthma. And my husband, now 20 years after a horrific car accident that pretty much was going to claim his life, it was really close to claiming his life. Now he actually uses doTERRA products to support him with any kind of pain management issues that he has for his back and his neck. And so, long story short, our family is the happiest and healthiest that we have ever been. And we are so proud that we do not take one single prescription medication, that we're able to do all of this naturally. And so, tonight we're going to start with foundational wellness. So, I'm going to start you off with one simple truth. For the body to heal itself, the organs must be functioning optimally. Now, this requires that the body receive essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. And if we neglect this, this is very similar to if a farmer tries to plant his field without ever preparing the soil. So, this is called foundational wellness, and this is kind of a newer approach to health, and it really underscores the importance of preparing the body the same way that a farmer would prepare the soil. And that is the essential first step toward achieving optimal health. Now, when it comes to your health, you actually have choices. And here in the US, the main choice that people make is that modern approach. Now, this is what is really designed to manage symptoms. It's a very reactive approach. I call it the band aid approach. And so basically, what they do is they wait for all the bad things to happen, and then symptoms start showing up, and they start to try to make those symptoms go away, right? By throwing medication at it. And sometimes it's medication after medication or medication because of another medication, right? And you end up with side effects, ones that you might realize that you have, and some that are side effects that you may not even know that you have yet. Okay, so this is the modern approach, and we're not saying this is a bad approach, it's just an option, right? One of the options that you have. Option number 2 is the natural approach. So, this approach, as you can see, is the total opposite of the last approach. So, this approach really focuses on the body's needs and the root causes. So, we find that our solutions are most often going to be found in plants and in nature. Now, this approach not only addresses physical issues that you're feeling, but also emotional ones, and it comes without side effects. And so a lot of times when we're talking to our customers or potential customers in doTERRA, we love to find out what the root cause is. So if you come to me and you say, well, I can't sleep, I'm not going to just give you something to make you sleep. I'm going to say, why aren't you sleeping? Okay. Are you having pain? Are you having a hormonal imbalance? Is your digestive system upset? Is your mind racing and you can't stop thinking about things that you need to do? All right. So we're trying to figure out that root cause so we can address it naturally. And then that's going to help those symptoms to go away on their own, right? So here at doTERRA, we believe that optimal health starts from within. And we want to prioritize the foundational level of nutrition and digestion as the groundwork for that vibrant, thriving life that we all want. So, what you see in front of you is what we call the doTERRA Wellness Pyramid. And this is kind of your little roadmap to holistic well being. And as you can see, at the bottom is nutrition and digestion. This is our foundational level. So, just like with any building, right, that foundation is crucial to the rest of the structure. If the foundation is weak or if it is removed, the entire thing would crumble. And so this is exactly how it is with our health. Our nutrition and our digestion is going to be crucial to our health. And by doing so, this helps us to have healthy cells, and healthy cells create healthy tissues. And then those create healthy organs, and those create healthy organ systems. And then ultimately, we have a healthy organism, which is you. So, our health really begins by putting nutritious foods or that right kind of fuel into your body. And obviously, proper nutrition is going to start with eating healthy, balanced meals. But smart, high quality supplementation will make sure that nothing is getting missed. Because the fact is that we just aren't getting the nutrients that we need through the food alone. So, lots of food sources provide vitamins and minerals, but as American adults, we're generally falling short of meeting daily nutrient requirements. In fact, as you see here on your screen, 9 out of the 10 most impactful risk factors for our health are tied into poor nutrition. So, those unhealthy lifestyle choices that we're making are causing problems for our body. Things like unhealthy eating and physical inactivity are going to lead us down a path of poor quality of life and unfortunately, even shortened lifespans. So, just our food alone, though, isn't going to help us to meet all these requirements. And so, if we are not meeting those daily nutrient requirements, well, what's going to happen to us? Well, we are gonna, as you see here on the screen, we're gonna have our conditions to worsen. We're not going to be doing well for our bone health, cardiovascular problems, right? That's number one issue here in the US. Hormonal imbalance, low energy, our metabolism. So, whenever you're consuming a proper amount of a nutrient, then your body is getting the health benefits that it needs. But if those nutrients aren't there and they're missing, then your body isn't getting what it needs to function properly. Now, sometimes we start craving food, sometimes psychological, but a lot of times because of nutrient deficiencies. And so your body, being this incredibly complex system that it is, it's always trying to like get back into balance or homeostasis. So it'll send you these little signals that are like, "Ooh, I need more of this," or "I need more of that," right? And so these are little signals designed to incentivize you to do the behavior that it wants, right? So it's telling you, hey, I need certain things to help out with the imbalances that are going on. And so here in the US, our diet is a major contributor to things that are out of balance, especially our hormones. And so the two biggest factors that are slowing down our metabolism are going to be our inactivity and our poor diet. So we end up with all of these like metabolism struggles and hormonal imbalances because our body just is not getting the things that it needs. Now, what's the solution? Well, proper supplementation is going to provide everyone, kids and adults, with adequate vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. And when we do that, we're going to be able to support healthy overall function. So you might be sitting here thinking, well, I eat really good. Maybe I eat plenty of fruits and veggies, and I'm not eating a lot of processed foods, right? Hopefully that's true of all of you guys. If you're sitting in a health class, hopefully you're trying to make good choices. But unfortunately, today's healthy foods are different than they were even for our grandparents. So over the last like thousands of years, agricultural breeding has goals. And the goals are that they make more of the food and they make it taste good. Okay. So, since many of those micronutrients in the food don't really taste good, they've been inadvertently bred out of our food. So, on the left side of your screen, you see these ugly wild apples. Now, they have about 100 times more phytonutrients and much more vitamin C than the apples that we get to buy at the grocery store today. And so, this is just one example of what's happened across our entire food supply. So, what, our ancestors may have been able to eat and get all their nutrients out of, we can't do that today because it's been bred out of our food. So we can see why even a healthy diet is going to fail to help us meet those daily allowances and get those micronutrients that we need. So when it comes to natural health, something that we always want to work on first is our digestive health. 70% of our immune system is in our digestive tract. And so having this under control and in balance is going to help with everything else in your system because it really does play a major role in your overall health. It is like the hub of where like all the nutrients and everything is coming, and it's deciding how that's going to impact the rest of your body. So if you don't have a good digestive system, you're going to have a lot of negative side effects from that. Obviously, you're going to have digestive issues, right? Some abdominal discomfort and bloating and indigestion. But from personal experience, I'll tell you, when your digestive system is off, it is so much more than that. It's going to impact your physical well-being as well as even your emotional and mental health. And so this is really an important area of our health that we need to focus on. So let's talk about a few things that we'll be able to do to promote good digestive health. So the first one is that you need to drink water. The digestive system needs hydration to function, and drinking enough water for your body is really important. What your weight is, what your activity levels are. So, a good rule of thumb is to drink about half your body weight in ounces per day. So that means if you weigh 150 pounds, you're going to split that in half, right? So about 75 ounces of water per day will help with things like constipation, headaches, and all kinds of other unwanted symptoms. The second thing you're going to want to do is eat plenty of fruits and veggies. Fresh fruits and vegetables provide essential nutrients and natural enzymes that are going to help with your digestive health. And so you want to think about getting as close to nature as possible, right? If it could grow, if it could swim, if it could crawl, if it could walk, those are the things that we wanted to eat, right? So stay away from all those processed foods. Okay, the next one is that we want to, actually, I'm going to skip to the last one and come back to the third one. So the next one is that we're going to want to move regularly. So exercise is going to help that digestive system. It's going to help things move through the system as they should, and it's going to be beneficial for all kinds of issues. It's very, very important that we move our body. And then finally, we're going to support your body by supporting that microbiome. And so the best way to support the microbiome is by taking a prebiotic and a probiotic. And that way we're going to bring in all the healthy bacteria to the gut. And then, of course, we want to avoid the things that are hurting the gut. So like chemical food additives, artificial sweeteners, food preservatives, all that kind of stuff. We want to get rid of all that. Okay, so now we've had some lifestyle tips. Let's move over into what we can do to supplement so that we're making sure that we're getting what we need, right? We have to make sure that we're getting vitamins, minerals, greens, enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics, right? And so today we are going to dive into the 3 products that you see in front of you because these are the essential foundation to everyone's routine. We're going to start with VMG. So this is our whole food vitamins. Okay, so taking a nutritional supplement is just the first step. So I love to tell people this because this might come as a surprise if you've never heard this before. But it's been said before that you are what you eat. But the fact is that that's not true. A better statement would be you are what you absorb. So the real challenge is ensuring that your body is effectively recognizing, absorbing, and using the nutrients that you're putting into it. So when you consume whole foods, you're getting this very complex mix. It's vitamins, it's minerals, it's enzymes, it's cofactors. They're all like working together. And this natural synergy allows your body to recognize what you put into it and efficiently use it. Now, this is very different in what we are presenting here with the VMG as to what most multivitamins are on the market. Most supplements on the market are, they contain isolated or synthetic nutrients that will lack the diversity and those cofactors to be effective at all. And so you want to make sure that the supplements that you're taking are made out of whole foods so that you're not just like wasting them, right? Most supplements are just you take them and then they're just like urinated out and it's just a total waste. So having vitamins and minerals from whole foods so your body recognizes it and it has those cofactors to necessary to absorb it. So VMG is really my favorite product now that doTERRA makes, and bioavailability is what is making it so unique. So bioavailability is the ability, or it's the rate at which a vitamin is absorbed into your bloodstream and used by the body. Okay. So how our body uses this is what's important. Now, VMG actually stands out because of our advanced absorption technology, and it's made so that every nutrient can be absorbed into the body and is effective for it. And so in this blend of our product, we also have essential oils, of course, because we're doTERRA and we always have everything powered by essential oils because they make everything work better. So you have key essential oils here. And then this formulation is actually a liposomal encapsulated vitamin. And so basically what that means is there's these little tiny lipid spheres known as liposomes. And so this shields the vitamins from breaking down prematurely and helps them to be effectively brought right into our cells. So what that means for you is that your body is going to absorb 10 times more what is in this vitamin than anything else on the market today. So it's going to have higher concentrations in your bloodstream and tissues. It's going to give you better result. It's going to give you a better experience as far as gastrointestinal discomfort and all kinds of other issues that you're dealing with because of that liposomal technology. Now, in addition to that, it also contains digestive enzymes and your probiotics. So those probiotics are helping with that bioavailability, right? That body's ability to use what we put in it, and converts things into a form that's easily for our body to absorb. And of course, digestive enzymes help everything to absorb a little bit easier as well. Now, this last one that you see here, pre-methylated B vitamins. Let's talk about that for a second. So on the screen here, you see MTHFR and B vitamins. So you've probably heard of MTHFR. People ask me all the time, what is it? So I'm going to tell you what it is. Basically, MTHFR is an enzyme that is essential for converting certain B vitamins into forms that the body can use. Now, when there is a mutation in this MTHFR gene, then that enzyme's efficiency is compromised. And basically what it does is it stops those B vitamins from being able to be broken down and used by the body. Now, 40% of our population actually have an MTHFR gene mutation. But out of those 40%, 90% of those people don't even realize that they have it. And this is where these methylated vitamins really come into play, because these vitamins are in their active, ready to use form so your body can easily absorb it, especially those people that have the MTHFR gene mutation. So this is going to make sure that everyone, especially those that have not been able to absorb B vitamins their whole life, will now be able to do that and have really great benefit from it. All right, let's move on to the second piece of our little trio. The next one is our E Omega Plus. Now, this has over 900 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids and 800 milligrams of EPA and DHA. And of course, because we're doTERRA, right, it's all powered by wild orange essential oil. What I love about these omegas is that they do not taste like fish. If you've ever taken an omega supplement and you've burped this like nasty, rancid, gross fish, that is not good. That is not a quality fish oil supplement. In fact, these omegas are so amazing with this wild orange that you're welcome to swallow them if you want, or you can even chew them up and have an additional benefit for your oral health with the omegas in your mouth. And it actually tastes really good. It does not taste like fish, I promise. And so what else is really cool about these is that they have been clinically shown to lower your diastolic blood pressure if it needs to be lowered, as well as helping with your resting heart rate. And so you can think of that resting heart rate as putting less mileage on your heart every day. So if you can help it to not beat as much every day, think of how many more miles it could get. Okay, piece number 3 is the PB Restore. So this is your microbiome supplement. And this is really cool as well, because this is unlike any other microbiome supplement that you've ever seen. This is not just gut health. This is helping you in all the microbiomes of your body, and it has several different things in it. It has the prebiotics, it has probiotics, probably things you've heard of, but it also has postbiotics and bacteriophages. So let me just go back to postbiotics for a sec so you know what that is. So postbiotics are kind of like the afterlife of the probiotics, and they're helping to create thousands of metabolites from the food that you're eating. They're going to influence your DNA and cellular function. Bacteriophages, or just phages, some people call them, are basically a healthy virus that targets harmful bacteria and pathogens. I like to think of them as little superheroes in the gut. So when you combine all of this together, you have a very easy foundation that works really well and is easy for you to do every day. So this is a quick 2-minute morning routine, and it's going to get you set up and geared and ready to take on the day. And so what I like to do in the morning, I grab my VMG, I mix it with about 5 to 8 ounces of cold water. I use a frother because I just find it super easy to use, but you could use a shaker cup or even just like mix it up with a fork or a spoon. And then I use that to take the other 2 supplements. So you can chew those omegas if you want or swallow them. And then you have one PB Restore that you'll take every day. And for me, I keep this on my kitchen counter. So it's really easy for me to remember to take it every day. And it has been so helpful. So these are just a few of the testimonials that we've gotten on VMG. So if you haven't tried it yet, these are some of the things that you can expect. Things like more energy, better digestion, clearer thinking, better focus, better sleep, a balanced mood, less stress. And doTERRA doesn't play around. So we say you're going to feel something, right? You're going to feel better in 30 days, or you can actually ask for your money back. So now that we have a clear understanding of this foundational wellness, you can kind of see how this is integrated into our wellness pyramid. So if we can take these 3 things, put them there at the bottom of our pyramid on nutrition and digestion, we're going to have a really good support to our entire body. And this is going to give our body those nutrients that are going to help with our cellular support, which in turn supports every system in our body. So in fact, we're so confident that you're going to love this, that if you just take these products alone, then you're going to be doing better than 90% of the US population. Now, doTERRA offers all kinds of things to support you on your wellness journey. Of course, everyone knows that we are an essential oil company, right? We've said that several times, that we're powered by essential oils. And since like all of our health issues aren't just like a one size fits all thing, our goal is to personalize wellness routines to each person. So starting with foundational wellness, and then we can target additional solutions if necessary. Now, what I like to tell my clients is start with that foundational wellness bundle. Let's do that for 30 days. Let's see what in your body is already going to get straightened out just by giving it the proper fuel. And then we can figure out some other targeted solutions that you might need. Okay. Now, obviously, we love our essential oils, right? Some of these are my absolute favorite tools, but all essential oils are not created equally. Let me illustrate. So hopefully you guys have had dinner tonight so that you're not too hungry. I know some of you guys were having dinner while we're teaching so that you're not too hungry. But this in front of you is a big stack of fluffy, delicious pancakes, and they are covered in pure maple syrup. So maple syrup is delicious, and it's unmatched by the competitors on the market. But what's amazing about it is that a true bottle of maple syrup has one ingredient: maple syrup. Okay, one ingredient. This is not maple syrup. It might look like it. It might kind of sort of taste like it, but it's not the real thing, right? It is a cheap imitation. And it is so much worse for you, right? If you're going to have some pancakes, you should definitely have them with the real maple syrup and not this. Just take a look at those ingredients. What you'll not find on those ingredients is maple syrup, right? Not a single drop of maple syrup. And so this is kind of giving you an example of what's happened to the essential oil industry. There are cheap, adulterated imitations. They do not work the same way. They don't affect your body the same way, and your body knows the difference. So when you're using cheap, adulterated essential oils, your body is not healing. It's making you sicker with their toxic ingredients. And so when we're choosing oils, we want to make sure that our essential oils are 100% natural and safe. And that's what you're getting with doTERRA oils. In fact, the essential oil industry doesn't have a standard. They just put whatever they want out there for you to buy and put a label on it and expect that you'll believe it's an essential oil. So doTERRA actually had to create a standard for essential oils, and we call this CPTG, or Certified Pure Tested Grade. And so you know that when you see this label CPTG on your bottle, that you are getting the absolute purest, safest essential oils on the market. And in fact, that is the very first thing that you need to know about essential oils, that they are 100% natural and safe, right? When you get them from doTERRA, not for all the other guys. But these are basically, the way you can think of it is they're just straight from nature. We don't add anything to them. We don't take anything away from them. And it gives your body access to all of its incredible benefits. So I love that we have our own standard of oils so that we know that we are getting something completely pure and potent. Pure meaning that it's nothing added to it, right? No fillers, no additives. And potent meaning that this plant was grown in the area wherever it grows best. It has the best chemistry for the plant, and the oil will do exactly what you want it to do. Which brings us right to point number 2, which is that they're really effective. Okay, and you can see this here in the cell. And what I love about essential oils is that they are not just a topical application that is superficial. They are actually capable of getting into every single cell in your body and helping to upregulate or downregulate the cells. Okay, sometimes by the 100, other times by the 1,000, depending on what type of essential oil that you're using. And then the third thing is that they're really affordable. They're just pennies per dose, and it's going to save you a ton of money because we've all done this where we've gone to the doctor or maybe even sometimes the ER, and we went there and we discovered that what we had was actually something minor or temporary that we could have figured out at home, right? We could have already resolved it. And so when you have these things at your fingertips, you're able to have these solutions that are just going to be pennies per dose. So for my family, something that we always have on hand are our top essential oils. And so if we are feeling under the weather, I'm going to use doTERRA's On Guard for like a sore throat, or oregano if we need a natural antibiotic, or peppermint to help clear or open our airway. Digestin, of course, to help with any kind of digestive issues. Now, when we're using essential oils, we actually have 3 different ways that we use them. The first way is aromatically. That means breathe it in. Let these oils pass through your olfactory nerve and get to that limbic system, and they will send signals to your body to tell it exactly what it needs to do. The second way is topically. You can apply oils wherever you need from head to toe. You're not going to put them in 2 spots, okay? So if this is your first oil class, remember we're not going to put oils into our eyes because they're not eye drops, and we're not going to put them into our ear canal, okay? No dropping oils down in there. Other than that, you can apply them where you want. If you have sensitive skin or dealing with little kids or sensitive body parts, just dilute it with a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil or any other kind of carrier oil that you would like. And then the third way that you're going to use them is internally. So you can actually take them with water, put them under your tongue, mix them in food or beverages, or even put them into a veggie capsule and make your own little concoction. These guys on your screen are actually our top 13 essential oils, and they are the ones that we turn to every single day. Now, you can think of essential oils, they are like the keys that you would put in your car to turn your car on. And then the supplements that we already talked about are like the fuel that your car needs to run. So you need both things. You can't do them like with just one or the other. You need both. So let me quickly run through these, and I'm going to tell you what each one does. Okay. So the first one is adaptive. It does what it says. It helps you to adapt. This is that mental health oil, and this is the one that my son uses for his ADHD. Lemon is an awesome one for your allergies. I love to pair this along with peppermint and lavender and just do those one drop each in a shot glass of water. And this is a great little allergy trio that got my family away from Claritin. Next up is Breathe. Pretty self-explanatory. It is all things respiratory. Copaiba is great for inflammation, stress, and great for your skin. Deep Blue is all things pain. Now, I love to actually pair this one with copaiba or frankincense to add in their extra anti-inflammatory benefits. Digest Zen is all things digestive. It's kind of your new Pepto. Frankincense is the king of oils himself. So when in doubt, pull Frank out. Lavender, of course, is great for sleep and stress. We all know that. But what I love to do with it is actually use it for skin. So if you accidentally burn yourself, put lavender on it and it won't blister. Or if you're having any kind of food allergies or allergic reactions, lavender is a great option for that natural antihistamine benefit. MetaPower is for that metabolic support that we're all looking for. This oil has been clinically proven to slow the growth of fat cells and even help them shrink. I think we all need that one. On Guard for germs and cooties. I love to add a drop of On Guard to a glass of water and gargle it and swallow it if I have any kind of throat irritation. Peppermint is cooling. It's great for the digestive system. I love to use this one for headaches. So I'll actually apply it to the roof of my mouth. And that's the quickest way for me to get rid of any kind of discomfort in my head. Serenity for the best sleep of your life. And then Tea Tree for all things skin and first aid. So when you have these oils on hand, this is like having your own little natural medicine cabinet. And I'm actually going to explain to you guys how to get all of these oils for free in just a minute. But when you buy from doTERRA, it's a little bit different as well. Because what doTERRA's mission is to pursue what's pure. And this includes tripling our impact in everything that we do. And so from the moment that you use any doTERRA product, you're making an impact on both sides of the bottle, whether it is in your home with these incredible gifts that help your family to heal, or is it a community across the world where these oils are sourced? Our sustainably sourced pure essential oils are impacting small town farmers and communities all over the world, where doTERRA makes sure that we don't have middlemen, we don't cut corners, and we make sure that these incredible harvesters and distillers are getting fair and on-time payment. And we get the absolute best plant material out there, right? We get these plants from where they grow best all over the world. All right, let's talk about what's next. How do we get our essential oils? Now, this is my absolute favorite way to start is with those top 10 essential oils in our essential foundations kit. If you do all of these together, it's $250 and it actually saves you $35 versus buying them separately. But when you do that, you actually get everything on the right side of the screen for free this month. Okay, this is a March promo that you'll get everything on the right side of the screen. So your glass shaker bottle, peppermint, all these different essential oils, a diffuser, and actually I'm missing an oil on there. You're also getting a bottle of lemon for free. So lots of freebies when you do all of this. Of course, you don't have to do this. You're totally welcome to just do foundational wellness, just the essential oils, or whatever products that you want to do. Do whatever makes sense for you and your family and your budget. But what I do always recommend is that you start at least with that foundational wellness, those 3 products we discussed at the beginning, because you will be so surprised at how good you feel after a month of that and how many of your issues are automatically getting addressed by fueling your body with those critical and crucial nutrients. And of course, we can always add on things that are targeted solutions. So if you need additional help with sleep or stress or pain, we can work on all of those things too. So tonight, when you figure out what you want, we're going to set up your own account with doTERRA. This is like a little login to our website. And when you come to a class like this, when you actually get access to wholesale pricing. So you can think of it like a Sam's Club or a Costco where you're getting things at a discount. You actually save 25% off of everything on the website when you are in a class like this one, and you don't have to pay any kind of membership fee. You also have access to our rewards program, access to our education that we do every week. You have support and a community of people to help you. And you also have access to our Refer a Friend program that I absolutely love. So when you log into your account, you'll actually see a link that you can share with your friends and family, and you'll be able to earn doTERRA cash when you share that with them. The rewards program that we have is how you're going to get all of these essential oils for free. So our reward program is very different than a typical like subscribe and save option. So like if I have a few things on my Amazon subscription, I'm stuck with those specific items every month. And if I don't want those items, I actually have to cancel that subscription, right? But with
What?
people, sorry. So what we do with doTERRA is different. You actually have, with your reward program, total flexibility where you can put whatever items you want in the cart each month. But my favorite thing to put in the cart every month is that foundational wellness bundle, because those are the things I'm using every day. Those are the things I don't want to run out of. And when you order your foundational wellness bundle each month, doTERRA gives you one of these essential oils for free. So this is like replenishing your natural medicine cabinet every single month for free, right? So you're getting a new bottle of oil. And when they send it to you, they're going to send you a little card that tells you how to use it with all kinds of tips for that oil. So now you're also growing your knowledge of essential oils, but not all at one time so that it's not too overwhelming for you. And the other perk of our reward program is that you can earn points on every order, where at the beginning you're going to earn 10% back in reward points. And after being with us for a year, you'll be up to 30% back on every single order that you place. So I love the rewards program. It's how I order everything with doTERRA, and it ensures that I have the products that I need, I don't run out of them, and I get rewarded very well. Lots of freebies are to be had on the reward program. Now, before we close, I just wanted to briefly talk about the 3 types of people that we serve at doTERRA, just so you know what your options are. Okay. The first type of person is that one that is excited to live a natural lifestyle. So they are just here to grab what they need for themselves and their family. And for you guys that is what you want to do, doTERRA will support you with education and that rewards program that we talked about and our Refer a Friend program. The second type of person is the one that's sitting here thinking about the people they wish were at the class tonight. So if you're thinking, man, my mom should have been here, or my sister, my best friend, right? I want them to be here and hear about this. If that's you, then you'll probably be in our second category, which is a sharer. And for those people, if you can just share with 4 family members and help them to get started on foundational wellness, you can actually earn about $100 a month every month just by sharing with those 4 people. And then the third type of person is the one that really wants to make an impact. And they want to do what I do, which is totally supplement or even replace your income with doTERRA. And so if that sounds good to you, then be sure to let us know. Even if you're the second type or third type of person, talk to us after class and we'll give you more information on our incredible compensation plan. So your last step tonight is to contact the person that invited you to this class. Let them know if you already have an idea of what you want to start with, or if you don't know what you want to start with, just tell them about your top 3 health concerns, and then they can point you in the right direction. So is there anything else that I can clarify for you guys tonight? Thank you, Cassie, for helping to answer questions in the chat. I appreciate that. Okay, any questions, things that need to be clarified? Myra, go ahead.
Did you explain how the Zendocrine and the cell thing, what is it? When we have a defective cell, I think it is?
MTHFR.
Yes, thank you.
Sure. So MTHFR, that gene mutation that doesn't allow us to break down the B vitamins and utilize them, right? So for almost half the population that have that. So what happens is, if for those people, they've been taking different vitamins or whatever their whole life, and their body hasn't been absorbing the B vitamins like it should. So when we put them on something like VMG, where those vitamins are already methylated, they're ready to use, sometimes what happens is their body is like almost doesn't really know what to do with them because they've been starved of these B vitamins their whole life. And their body definitely needs them, but they could have a little bit of a detox effect when they first take them. And so we do recommend that people take Zendocrine, which is our detoxification complex, and that helps their body to purge all this yuck that their bodies had and help them to absorb the B vitamins without any of those negative side effects. And that's something they could do just for the first month of taking VMG. And it's not something they'd have to do long term. And you would know if you took VMG and you felt sluggish or tired, you most likely have the MTHFR gene mutation. But it's not a bad idea to just take the Zendocrine. Like, even if you don't know if you have it, it's not going to hurt you to take it. So if you don't want to risk feeling a little yucky for a day or two, just take the Zendocrine. Any other questions? No? Okay, last thing I want to mention to you guys is that in about 15 minutes on this same Zoom, I'm going to be teaching a little intro into the business side of doTERRA. So if you're curious what that looks like, what that's done to our family, then I will be sharing that. And I will also be sharing some adjustments to our compensation plan that are coming. So I'm going to be showing an easy path to $100 a month and an easy path to $500 a month. That can be done within just a couple of months of building a business with doTERRA. So even if you're already doing the business, you want to learn how to implement this new little strategy, you can stick around for that. Or if you're just curious to see if this would be a good fit for you, stick around. It's in 15 minutes. You actually have time to go grab a snack or grab something to eat and come back. I'll leave the Zoom open. And then you could hang out, ask questions. You could disappear and come back, whatever you want.
Good job, Britt.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was great.
You're very welcome.
All right. See you guys later.